Hey guys, Matt Allen here. Welcome back to Tactical Bassin. Today we're headed out fishing on the lake where we discovered one of our favorite baits. Let's go. We're just headed out for a quick afternoon session today. Most of the fish are post-spawn. Some of them are pulling out offshore. Some of them are staging out towards the ends of points, feeding back up. This afternoon should be really fun. It's already 2 o'clock, so we don't have tons of time, but this is the actual lake where we discovered that bait right there, the Megabass Karashi. This is the place where it all went down. So of course, we're gonna throw that a bunch today. I've actually got a total of 6 bait finesse rods tied up, all smaller finesse type baits, topwater, reaction, some slower stuff. It should be a lot of fun. I don't know if we'll catch a giant today. I do think we're gonna catch a bunch of fish. Let's get to it. Oh, you got it. Sweet. Little largemouth. He smoked it. I don't know if you guys heard that bite. It was over in that shadow. Look at that. Kicking it off with the Karashi. The little guy's got that thing T-boned. Man, I love fishing this bait. This was the place, like I said in the beginning. This bait doesn't look like much. Small little bait. And if you don't know to fast twitch it, it doesn't even do much in the water. But when you discover that fast twitch and pause, fish respond to this thing unlike any other bait that I've ever seen. No exaggeration, it's incredible. This was the place. It was spotted bass. They weren't even very big. It was just the behavior. They would come up, blow up, and if they missed, they'd turn around, blow up again, turn around, blow up again, jump over it, blow up again, until they got it. And I had never seen another bait where fish would behave like that over and over and over again. It's just too much fun. Holy, I wasn't even looking. Little Demiki Oompa 40. If they're gonna blow up on top like that, that'll be a cool little bait. That is one angry little spotted bass. Gotcha. He's got that Oompa 40 in there head first. This is the beauty of bait finesse. It does not matter the size of the fish. They all pull. And they pull hard. When the gear is appropriate, super light, flexible, any size fish is fun to fish for. He ate that 3 times. That's the way they do it. Just a little guy though. We'll take him. I knew we would catch some little ones today, but I'm hoping we catch some good ones too. Thanks, buddy. Little Karashi fish. Oh, I missed him. That was a good one. Darn it. That's 4. Got him. That's a better fish. Yeah, that's a nice spot right there. Gosh, that's fun. The good spotted bass is fun on any gear. It's really fun on the light stuff. Come here, buddy. Nice. I just missed 2 or 3 others in that same size class in a row that chased it and shot at it and missed. I was starting to doubt my color given the conditions. The water's a little cloudy today. That one got it, but I think still that Ito Wagasaki, very flashy but very clear. I think I'm gonna go to something a little more solid. We'll see if we get a better bite to hookup ratio. I think when they're getting close, they can't quite see it in the murky water, but I could be wrong, but I'm gonna try it. Got him. I haven't even switched my color yet. That was 2 casts later. I wanted to finish this little stretch in here before I switch it up. It's a bluegill. Got him. Oh, that's a good one. Get out of that tree. He's only got 1 hook in him, but we'll get him. He's got 2 hooks in him now. Gotcha. Switched over to the pink. That was the first one. Nice spot. Gosh, that's fun. Little guy. So the game that we're playing here, you could play this with a Karashi, you could play this with a popper, a walking bait, an underspin. All these banks over here, they're all sunny banks. This one that we're on, it's steep and deep, and it's got this harsh shade line on it that you see behind me here. The spotted bass in particular, but largemouth too, they love to get in that shade line. When we've still got that high sun, they'll sit low, they'll look up and they'll look out. And they silhouette things to the surface, and that's how they ambush and attack. So what I'm doing, and what I plan to keep doing this afternoon, is running these harsh shade lines, because I think that's where we'll find our better quality fish, where for those fish the spawn is over, they've backed back out, and now they're bulking back up. Those shade lines offer them a really easy place to hunt and feed. Oh, I caught a little one. He's got a big one with him. Oh. I caught this one. He had a 3-pounder swimming with him. Darn it. We'll still take him, but I would have liked that one. There's one. Little guy on the underspin. It's our little tactical mini underspin, a little 2.75 swammer. That little underspin, it's got a heavy wire 1/0 hook, so you can throw it on bait finesse, you can throw it on light spinning gear, but you can also power up all the way up to like 10 or 12 pound line, no problem, and you won't bend that thing out. Just a really good all-around underspin. Gotcha. Man, he swallowed that thing. That was cool. Oh, good, it popped out. He had that thing choked. Back to the Karashi. Catching good ones. Good ones, of course, is a relative term, right? We've been spending a lot of time this spring targeting big fish. We've got to catch some really good ones, but we also realize that a lot of people live in parts of this country that don't have big ones. Like, the biggest fish in your lake might be a 3-pounder, you know? Maybe it's not even that. And it's so easy to see what's going on online. People catching big ones in the South, you know, Texas, Florida, California. And it'll bum people out. And that is, you don't want to fall for that, because you don't need to compare yourself to anybody. You just go out there and catch fish. You know, a good one on one lake is totally different than a good one on the next lake. And we are blessed to travel, fish a lot of great places, catch a lot of big fish. But I get just as much joy, just as much fun out of powering down. You know, this is 7-pound fluoro is what I throw that Karashi on. And powering down and catching fish on appropriate gear is just fun. There's no way around it. And fun is what our sport needs right now, right? Everybody should be having a whole lot more fun than they've been having lately. Seemed like it was a tough winter and a tough early spring for a lot of people. A lot of rough weather around the country. It's time to have some fun and catch some fish. And also, don't get hung up on the fact that I'm throwing bait finesse gear today. I fell in love with the Karashi on a spinning rod. Obviously, an underspin, a popper, all things you can do on spinning tackle too. But the Karashi in general, I found that when you have the right combo, I throw this on a Cashin, it's the Icon 7-foot light, Corrado BFS, and then Daiwa 7-pound hidden fluoro. When you have it on the right rod, the way this rod moves, it's so limber, the rod can actually work the bait faster than I can. And I fish it so fast. Pop, 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 pause. Pop, pop, pause. Pop, 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 pause. The rod, it gets whipping so much that it's working the bait faster than I can work it with my wrist. And that's why I personally insist on throwing it on bait finesse. But the first few hundred fish I caught on a Karashi were all on a spinning rod. It totally works. I love this type of fishing. You know, no matter where you are in the country, big fish, little fish, fishing ponds, fishing giant reservoirs, highland reservoirs like this, wherever you are, adjust your gear appropriately to the size of fish that you're around, and you will have way more fun. All right, let's get back to fishing. All right, this is the one right here. Are you ready for this? How about that largemouth, huh? Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, my friend. You make a Karashi look big. There's one. That guy's ripping. Get up here. Yeah. I set that Karashi down for a while, casted a couple of trees. Nice spotted bass. That was on the X-Zone Stealth Finesse craw. Got that on a Z-Man head there. Totally weedless. Flipped up next to that tree and it just started swimming out to deep water. That was cool. All right, we have caught a pile of bait finesse fish already, but I'm gonna take a break from it. I pulled out a topwater rod. That's the Giant Dog X. Many of you know how much I like that topwater. It's one of my 2 favorite walking baits. I like that Giant Dog X when we don't have tons of chop on the water. We don't have tons of wind and waves. It's a subtle walk. It gets big ones. It's like halfway between the commotion of a normal walking bait and then like the subtlety of a popper. Given that we're catching so many bait finesse fish, I thought sizing up would be fun, but I don't want to go too far. That Giant Dog X is like that perfect in between. Let's go sling this around. We've got a pattern. I've actually dialed it in further. They're definitely on wood. I'm even catching them on wood in the sun, but wood in the shade on those steeper banks is where every single one of the really good ones has come from. And I've missed a few too. So I've had quite a few clues as we're putting this puzzle together. So I'm gonna tie this on. We'll go run some more of that stuff, see if we can catch some more good ones. What a bite. Got him. Got him on the follow-up. Largemouth. There we go. Thank you, my friend. On that Giant Dog X. Man, that's fun. A walking bait, a Karashi, a couple other small profiles. I don't know if we could have more fun today. I love it. Gosh, I love those blow-ups. That is so fun. That's a nice spot. That's the kind of fish we wanted to see eating that topwater. I love that. So much fun. Oops, missed him. Got him. He's only got one hook in him. Come here. One under it. Come on. Get it. Got him. I love it. Oh no! Oh no, I'm fouled. I'm too late. Oh, bummer. Got him. That one bit really subtle, but he's a nice fish. One hook point. Good one. All right, I'm gonna switch back over to that Karashi. Let's try and catch some more on that. Gotcha. That is a big old bluegill. Check him out. Not actually a bluegill, but sunfish. Look at that Karashi eater. Check him out. Got him. Next cast, different fish, but it's still a good one. You got a mouthful of it too. Check that out. How cool is that? Just choked it. Whoa. Get out of that tree. Good. Come here, you. That was awesome. I told you they weren't all gonna be tiny like those first ones. We may not catch a big old giant today, but we're gonna catch a lot of fun size fish. Gosh, I love this. Big largemouth. Do it. Do it. Where did you come from? That had to be a 7-pounder. Oh my gosh. Where did she come from? She just popped up out of nowhere. Oh, the Karashi was just a little too small for her. Whoa. Did not see that coming. That was cool. Largie. Oh, he might not be a largie. Maybe he's is that a crossbreed? It's a spot, but he doesn't look much like a spot. That was back on the Stealth Craw X-Zone Stealth Finesse series. Through that, this point, you can't tell, but this point is only like this deep out here. So I threw out by the end of it. Donk! That was neat. Another one on the Stealth Finesse Craw, little guy. Usually when I throw these little tiny soft plastics, we'll Texas rig them. We throw them on like an 1/8 or a 1/16 ounce Texas rig. But this little, I think it's called a Bullets. I'll link the right thing in the video description. And I haven't said that yet, but I'll link everything that I'm using today in the video description, from the baits to the rods, the line, you know, all of it for every one of these combos that I'm catching fish with. Because when you're using this little tiny stuff, details matter a lot, right? The difference between being able to cast them and not, having a great time, being miserable, is all in the equipment. But I've been using that little Bullets just out of pure convenience. 1/10 ounce. Fishes really well. Oh, there's one right under the boat. Oh, it's a good one too. Whoa, probably shouldn't have done that with a bait finesse rod. There's our big fish of the day right there. I'm still on that same point that juts out shallow. Nice, nice spotted bass. That was on that Tactical mini underspin again. I'm just creeping on the outer edge of this point, throwing out deep, crawling back up. And that one bit right under the boat right as it was coming up. That was awesome. I'm using one of our newer head colors too, so it's a super natural looking head paired up with that swammer there. You can see one of the biggest things about our underspin, see how long this dropper arm is? It's the exact length to clear and be able to spin underneath all of the small swim baits, but it's not so long. If it's any longer, it'll cause the thing to want to roll over and be unstable. We spent months playing with little things like that to dial this thing in. All right, let's make a move. The sun's starting to set. Let's try and get one more good one. I don't even know what we're gonna throw. It's all fun. I don't know if we're gonna get them on a topwater, a Karashi. We'll see. But let's try and get one more good one and then we'll wrap it up. Uh-oh. That's a good one. These in the tree. Nice. Thank you, friend. We've got to wrap it up with the Karashi. That's the way it's got to go. Let's get another one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, buddy. Don't go down in that tree. Come on out. Man, he hit that hard. That was amazing. Nice spot to end it. choked it again. I love it. All right, I think we're gonna end it on that one. You know, today's just a bonus video, just coming out and having some fun. I'm really glad I got to bring you guys here. This was, for me, where the Karashi started. And after today, I'm sure you guys can see why we freaked out, right? The way fish eat that thing is amazing. Eat it, miss it, turn around, eat it again. They just keep going. It's really remarkable. But outside of just the Karashi, I love this style of fishing, and this is a great time of year for it. There's still a lot of fish shallow. There's some fish that have gone deep. You can do both, but you can catch fish a lot of different ways. And again, we spent so much of this spring targeting big ones specifically. And you know, sometimes I love chasing big bass, but not everybody is in a place where they can. And we recognize that. So sometimes it's fun to slow down and do a day where we're downsizing, finessing it. And frankly, we saw a big one today. If that fish had eaten, we would have had a giant kicker. They're in here, but we were not targeting them today. Today we were targeting numbers because it's fun. Chasing giants can be a lot of work. It's not always fun, and it's not always rewarding. You don't always get them. But just going out, having a good time, catching everything that bites, from a bluegill to a sunfish to a big old spotted bass, is awesome. Now, again, it's a bonus video, so I didn't go super in depth about the Karashi, you know, from colors to whether or not I put a split ring to specifics of how I work them. I know you're looking at my back today, you're not seeing my hands. If you missed it, back in the fall, we did a dedicated video just to the Karashi, which we almost never do for a single bait, but this bait is that special. I'll link that video in the video description as well, and that will answer all those questions for you. And then of course we'll link all the other baits, rods, the gear that we were using today as well. I hope you enjoyed coming along. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you soon.